The Woodcutter and His Children. There was a woodcutter in old times. He was living happily with his wife and three children in a pink house with a large garden near the forest. The woodcutter went to the depth of forest when the weather was nice and collected wood. Then he came back home. He cut the wood one by one and played them. Once or twice a month, he took away the wood to city center and sold them. His income was satisfactory and his was enough for their living. Actually, the woodcutter was an active man. He worked for not looking to somebody. He loved his family very much. His only aim was to raise his children as a well-bred people.
He loved his family very much. His only aim was to raise his children as a well-bred people. Sometimes he took his children with him when he was going to the forest. He talked about the ropes of his work as well as he gave advice to them. He said his children always be honest no matter what happens. In the evenings they had dinner together and then they had a talk for a long time. He told his experiences to his children. Sometimes he made them laugh, sometimes he made them think.
T wrote Keter and his wife never broken hearts. T never talked being someone's back. T never told a lie. T wore their hearts on their slavery. T behaviors of parents were good for their children. Spoken words flew away, but T behaviors parents forgotten. Their months year passed quickly and T what Keter got older. Harry set his two children and got married. The eldest son died with his father's job. He went to the forest and collecting wood like his father. Middle brother didn't want to live in the village and moved to Kitty. He got a job in the jewelry store. His young son started to work as brother.
Was a woodcutter, but his job didn't thrive. He couldn't earn much money, and his income wasn't enough for his own family and for parents. However, a friend of him earned more money than him. They went to the first digger and collected the same amount of food. His friend's income increased day by day, but there wasn't a change on his income. When they asked his friend how did he earn more money, then his friend said he fiddled the wood, so he told them thought about doing the same thing.
When the middle boy came, he was making very good money. The jeweler he worked with was paying him enchant to support his family one day. He witnessed the shopkeeper telling different praises to two King Steven customers when asked why the shopkeeper. He said the second person who come in was rich and could give more money. More people he showed that he should do you otherwise he should be disappointed.
His youngest son was also in good health. He was taking the milk to the city to sell the milk, and one day, when he went to the city again, one of the customers who bought milk a few days ago came to him and said that he would not buy milk again. The woodcutter's younger son was very surprised by what happened. There was nothing he did wrong when he returned home and told his wife had what had happened. He learned that his wife, a neighbor of him, poured water in the milk and hid it from him.
The eldest son thought that his friend's situation was wrong, and he decided to work harder without losing honesty and integrity. His friend, who suggested to him to sell firewood by dumping, earned much money at first. But when the customers realized his trick, he lost many customers. He lost not only much more than he earned, but also his dignity. However, the woodcutter's eldest son gained not only his customers' trust, but also lot of customers.
As he was afraid of losing his work, the middle son started to do the things that the goldsmith wanted him to do. He was earning much money, but wasn't peaceful. He was uneasy about giving people different price. One day he went to his village to visit his father and talked about his working conditions. The old woodcutter repeated his advice and warned his son about not to leave integrity in any circumstances. The middle son returned to the city. He quitted his work and found another one. He wasn't earning as much as before, but he was peaceful. He never became so rich, but he was always peaceful and happy.
The woodcutter's little son and his wife took it face to face, and the little son said his father's advice. He told his wife that her behavior was wrong. His wife was sorry about her fault, so she promised not to tell lies and cheat again. The little son was bringing their milk to bazaar peacefully and selling as they were honest to each other. The little son and his wife were happier and more peaceful than before. The three siblings maybe didn't become so rich, but they didn't leave honesty and integrity throughout their lives.